Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Jayanti. If you would like to support my channel, then please like and subscribe. I would also like to thank all my new subscribers and viewers who have been watching my channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you're just watching my videos, I would request you to subscribe to my channel. Also, I would request you to keep your notification bells on so that you can receive the notifications for my latest videos. Today, I'll be doing a collective reading about Goddess Isis, what messages we've got from Goddess Isis. So also keep in mind, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. So let's begin with the reading, And thank you so much for watching my videos and liking my videos. And thank you to my new subscribers for being here. A warm welcome to you. Welcome to my channel. So let's see what Archangel Michael, Raphael, Ariel and you will have to say, about this. Let's invoke the angels, the goddesses, the gods, and especially Goddess Isis, what messages you have for the collective. Let's see what cards we get. Okay, I got the Empress card, so I feel some of you are either Taurus or Libra, Sun, Moon or Rising sign. Yeah, that is what I feel. This is also a pregnancy card, so if some of you are married, definitely one of you, some of you basically in the collective, you're pregnant. If not pregnant, this literally talks about, creating something beautiful, bringing something to life. This could literally be a creative project that you're working on, and you're going to give birth to that new idea, that'll bring you a lot of abundance. So probably you're working on something that is going to bring a lot of abundance, growth into your life, a lot of all-round abundance, money, growth, and some of you, like I said, you could literally have a kid, that is what I feel here. So let's say if some of you were struggling with fertility issues or you were not able to give birth to a child, you'll finally be able to give birth to a child, that is what I see here. Yeah. Maybe in the past you also invested a lot, in these things, probably invested in certain treatments, and a lot of your money was wasted, and still you couldn't conceive, yeah, at that point of time. So I think somewhere I feel Goddess Isis' message is around fertility, and it makes sense, if some of you don't know who Goddess Isis is, she's the Egyptian goddess, she's also known as Osset, yeah, the one with the 100 names or 1,000 names, she's very famous in Egypt, basically. So basically Goddess Isis is also about fertility, whenever you have fertility issues, she's the goddess who helps you, so definitely the message is around fertility, I feel, also around abundance, Goddess Isis is ruled by the planet Venus, so definitely it also talks about your money, but it also talks about fertility, so I do feel in the past some of you may have had issues when it comes to your fertility. Probably were missing out on your periods, or there was some kind of problem, cyst issues or any other kind of womb issues, wherein you were not, or probably some of you were having miscarriages, so that was an issue when it came to fertility. So maybe you were able to conceive but not hold on to the child, and you may have invested in various treatments, going to various doctors or trying to try different medicines, which would help you. And it was a total waste of money, I do feel somewhere she's reassuring you that she's the one who's going to help you with your fertility issues. And because she's known, for her fertility, right? So she's literally going to help you with that. That is what I see here. Let's see what other cards we get from Goddess Isis. And she's a powerful, powerful goddess, yeah. I see the Three of Wands card here. So she's literally looking at the bigger picture here, maybe in the past when you went through these issues, it must have got to do with a lot of your past life karmas, because everything that we suffer here, a lot of the karmic things that we go through is a lot to do with our karmas, right? So that is what I see here, and you were meant to go through that. And maybe now the time is coming to an end, and the Three of Wands is telling me that she's literally being able to see your future. She feels that you will be fertile in the near future. You will conceive a child. Yeah. And she's able to see the bigger picture here, and she's also asking you to see the bigger picture. Don't look into your past. If certain things happen to you, and you experience grief due to losing your child, through miscarriage or not being able to conceive, you need to move away from that energy, because it was the energy of the past. It's not going to happen in the near future. There's literally going to happen, a lot of expansion is going to happen in your life, right? So she can see the bigger picture. Yeah, see, you're definitely going to be successful, If you're thinking of conceiving, you're definitely going to be successful, You are going to have that child, because you're meant to have this child. And no force, no one can stop this. That is what I see here. Like I said, the World card, this cycle is coming to an end, So wherein you had some cyst issues or some problems, when it came to your fertility, it's definitely going to come to an end. Or this could literally also mean, see, again, it's a confirmation because I got that itchy feeling. So this is also a confirmation that, let's say if you were working on a certain project, and you were facing a lot of hurdles, Goddess Isis is saying that it was being done for your protection, So if things were delayed, or you felt, you didn't feel like working on that project, it was divine protection, Or if there were forces which were kind of stopping you, from going ahead, it was literally for your divine protection, yeah. That is what I see here. So even the delay was a blessing for you in disguise, right? It wasn't the right time for you to finish that project, right? And if you felt stuck, you were meant to be stuck at that given time, basically, yeah. So you were not meant to be productive in that period of time. That is what I see here. Let's see what other cards we get. So this is related to either your fertility or either related to your project, because your project is also literally your baby, right? Whatever you're working towards. Yeah. So you definitely were in a toxic cycle, which was a very karmic cycle, like I said. The devil is reversed. So you're coming out of this toxic cycle. Yeah. And the World card also talks about closing of a chapter in your life, So this chapter is closing down, in your life. And you're divinely protected. That is what I wanted to say. Let's see what other cards we get. So it's a beautiful message from Goddess Isis, that she's trying to say, that definitely you're going to basically heal, from whatever issues that you're going through, Yeah. I think she's also talking about your divine counterpart. So I do see the Knight of Cups energy here. Yeah. This is a Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Yeah. So definitely you'll have a new partner if you're single right now. If you already have a partner, expect a child, that is what I see here. Yeah. I do see King of Pentacles card here. So this person could also be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising sign, yeah. So a lot of divine masculine energy I can see here. This could literally be your energy or their energy, right? or a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. That is what I see here. Let's see what other cards we get. So, Goddess Isis is also trying to tell you that definitely you'll be experiencing new partnership. Definitely this is a romantic connection. That is what I get here. Yeah. This person is definitely going to give you some kind of offer, I feel. Yeah. This could be literally marriage, commitment, That is what I feel. Yeah, whoever this person is, I think they're very attracted to you. They think about you a lot, Maybe they're a bit nervous or scared to approach you. They're going through a lot of sleepless nights, Basically, there's a lot of overthinking when it comes to you, So probably at night, whenever they get free, they think a lot about you. They feel a bit scared. I don't know why, but that is what I'm picking up on. Like, they are scared to approach you. Probably they're scared to be rejected. So they have a lot of fear. They have a lot of anxiety. They want to get in touch with you, but they're not able to get in touch with you. They worry that you may reject them, but they've been heavily thinking about you. That is what I see here. So, and especially this happens during the night time. There's a lot of overthinking, Yeah. I don't know, maybe they saw you in some community because the Three of Cups card is there, or probably at some get-together or a party, But definitely during the night time, that is what I feel, So whenever they saw you, it was during a night time. This could be in a particular community or probably somewhere where there's some form of celebration happening, a party happening, This could literally be someone who has who goes to basically to parties, where nightclubs or anywhere, if you like dancing, But definitely somewhere where people celebrate a lot, So that is what I see here. It could be a form of celebration too, a birthday party. It could be as simple as that too, So that is what I see here. So this person, ever since they've met you, they've been thinking about you. And they're scared to approach you, Yeah. And this is a confirmation, The Four of Swords card is here, So definitely during bedtime, I feel this person thinks about you. Yeah. But somehow they're not able to approach you. So that is the message I'm getting from Goddess Isis, Goddess Isis is also trying to tell you, and the reason why Goddess Isis is guiding you right now when it comes to your fertility, your person, because I think you've encountered many wrong people in your life, and she basically wants to guide you right now so that you make the right choices in your life, and you don't sabotage a connection, which is meant for you. So she's also trying to tell you, whoever this person is, they're part of your destiny. The Wheel of Fortune card is there. This person is into you, Yeah. They've been thinking about you a lot. Yeah, I do see the Temperance card. So this person could be a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. This person could be someone who's very patient with you. Yeah, that is how this person is going to be. Another thing that I see is that basically what I feel is that Temperance also tells me that this person could literally be your spirit guide, There are a lot of people who are your spirit guide, in this incarnation, in person. So this person is literally going to act like your spirit guide. They're going to protect you. Yeah. I think I see the Three of Swords card, So you or this person has been heartbroken, in the past. So probably that is why they're very scared of being rejected. Yeah. There has been some sort of some kind of heartbreak, grief, sadness, and maybe in your past or in his past, right? So that is why they are a bit hesitant when it comes to approaching you. Yeah, because of the old wounds, That is what Goddess Isis is saying here. So they're being a bit careful and being a bit patient. Yeah, the Hierophant card is here. So definitely this person could be a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. And this also literally tells me that someone who is looking for a traditional wife, and wants to marry you, Because the Hierophant card talks about being very traditional, But this also talks about having a huge age difference. So definitely there could be a huge age difference between you or him, you know. You could be older, he could be younger, or he could be older, you could be younger, right? But definitely a significant age difference would be there in this connection. This also tells me there could be a difference in race or religion or culture. Yeah. Whoever this man is, he's very rooted in his tradition. So he's literally looking for a traditional wife. Yeah. This is also the card of marriage. So whoever this person is, they want to marry you in the traditional fashion. Yeah. And that also talks about getting married legally, right? But this man is a very traditional man. Yeah. Very old school. That is what I feel. That is what Goddess Isis is trying to tell you. I think she's trying to prepare you mentally, because you're meant to start a new phase in your life wherein you would be connected to this man, and you would be having a child, you know, and she wants you to be mentally prepared, yeah. And that is what I'm seeing here. Let's see what other cards we get. Yeah, so Eight of Cups card is here. So I think the message for both of you is that you have to let go of your past, you know. Maybe both of you are carrying a lot of baggages when it comes to your past. So for this to manifest, you really need to let go of the past, you know, all the past burdens, you know, all the failures, you know, all the heartbreaks, you know, you have to heal from that. Yeah. And probably that's when this person will open up to you, you know. Yeah. So I think at this point of time, at least in the past, this person has been very secretive, you know. Maybe now they'll open up, you know. And this also talks about Goddess Isis energy, you know, kind of opening up to you and letting you know what's happening, you know. Because sometimes you're not able to decipher the entire situation for what it is, you know, and she wants you to know what exactly is happening in the situation. That is what I see here. Let's see what other cards we get. Yeah, the Queen of Wands energy. So you could also be a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. That is what I see here. And you're definitely someone who's very confident, you know. So you're definitely someone who's very confident, very charming, a go-getter, very strong-willed, you know. Uh, Definitely someone who's very beautiful. That is what I see here. Yeah. And definitely I think Goddess Isis energy is working through you and for you. I would also like to pull out some oracle decks and see what messages we get in terms of love and relationship from Goddess Isis. So let's see what card we get, you know, in terms of that. I think in the past, this person was very unsatisfied when it came to relationships, or this could literally be your energy wherein you were very unsatisfied. Probably you were in relationships where your needs were not met, and this could literally be emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, not just physically, right? That is what I see here. I think at this point of time, this person is a bit hesitant because they're scared of the gossip that is going to be around. He's afraid of what people would think of him, you know. Yeah, that is what I see here. So they are afraid of gossip, you know. They do feel like you're part of their destiny, but they're really struggling to approach you at this point of time, you know. They don't know the right approach to get in touch with you, you know. They do feel a very strong chemistry when it comes to you. I have never felt a passion this intense, you know. So they're very attracted to you. That is what I see here. This could literally be someone who's watching you online or at a distance basically. Yeah. So though there's a lot of physical distance between you, they still think about you a lot, you know. They're very attracted to you. This person definitely has a lot of secrets. They've not told you everything about themselves. They're still hopeful, when it comes to you. So they do plan on getting in touch with you, but they're taking their own sweet time, right now. But they haven't like given up on this connection, they're very attracted to you. Sometimes this person also feels like they're unworthy of you. Yeah, that is what I'm sensing here. They feel like you're a better person than them. Yeah, those are the cards that I'm getting. Let's see what other cards we get and what this person thinks about you. I think this person feels very protective when it comes to you. The protection card was there. Yeah, the fertility card is there, So Goddess Isis is also trying to tell you that whoever this man is, he's going to be very dedicated to you. He's going to be very protective when it comes to you. Yeah, a fertility card is there. So definitely a lot of abundance. You're going to have children together. There's going to be a lot of abundance, a lot of prosperity. Because marriage is also something that is important, right? Maybe not for everyone, but it's definitely something very important, Yeah, the family card. So I think she's mentally, maybe you are someone who's been single for a long time, and she's mentally preparing you for this new phase in your life, Because maybe in this incarnation, again, no judgment, I have no judgment against people, who have basically not had children, and they're single. Excuse the background noise, please. Yeah, the sound of my cat. Please excuse that. So basically, you're also going to have a family with this person. That is what I see. And you're going to enter a new phase in your life. And that is why Goddess Isis is preparing you for that. Maybe you've been single for a long time. Yeah, the message is love. Yeah, that is the card I got. So definitely she's preparing you for a relationship. Probably you've been single for a long time and you've not dated anyone. And it's time, And again, no judgment on people who don't wish to get married or don't wish to have children. But then there are certain people who come with certain karmas, they're meant to get married, they're meant to have children. So probably this is for that particular collective. No judgment on people who are single or don't have children, because everybody has different karma, in every lifetime, Everyone is not meant to get married. Everyone is not meant to have children, right? That is what I see here. So whoever you are in this collective, you're meant to get married and meant to have children, yeah? That is what Goddess Isis is saying here, So this divine union is definitely meant to happen for you. You're meant to have children. And you're meant to have this love life. The trust card is there, so she's also asking you to have faith. So I think there is this possibility wherein probably you have given up the idea of getting married or having children. Yeah, and she wants you to trust, She wants to let you know that this is definitely going to manifest for you, and this is going to happen for you, So she wants you to trust that. Yeah. That is what I see here. And I think this trust card is also for your divine counterpart. Maybe they're a bit hesitant, when it comes to approaching you. So they are being asked to trust the process, I think she's also trying to congratulate you when it comes to your willpower. Probably you're someone who's been through a lot of difficulties, and all these spiritual forces, including Goddess Isis, they really admire your willpower, because the kind of willpower that you've shown, it's not easy, for most people to display this kind of willpower, You've also transmuted a lot of grief that you carry, So you may have gone through a tough time period and transformed into a butterfly, You may have gone through your caterpillar phase basically and transformed into a butterfly. So that is what I see here. And they really admire your willpower, That is what I see. Yeah. I think they also like the fact that you have a lot of compassion in your heart. especially for the world, for people around you. Yeah, the clarity card is there. So you're definitely someone who has a lot of clarity, when it comes to your life. You're not someone who's confused. This could also literally tell me that she's trying to give you the clarity, when it comes to this situation. Because probably you're not prepared right now. You don't see what's coming. So she's definitely trying to prepare you, for this new phase in your life wherein you're supposed to get married and have children. The Justice card is there. Again, this talks about getting married legally. So definitely whenever you get married, you're going to get married legally. Yeah. I think she's also helping you, lighten your load, That is what she's trying to do here. I just want to pull out some other oracle card decks and see what other messages that she's got. And probably I'll end the reading here. Just pull out a few cards and end the reading. Yeah, she's saying that all the answers are within, within you. Yeah, taking shelter, So she's basically trying to say that surrender everything to me, and look within, When you look within, all the answers are within, It's not outside of you, it's inside of you. And the reading is beautiful, whoever you are, you're literally going to enter a new phase into your life, and your life is going to change, Right now, probably you've spent a lot of time alone, and now you're literally going to have a partner with whom you're going to spend your life, You're really being asked to connect to nature, a lot of grounding energy, go deep, explore your roots, And exploring your roots also talks about really getting to know about your ancestors, your roots, that will also help you have a lot of grounding energy and to connect with nature. Yeah, and if you've recently seen any rainbows, this is also saying that, you're going to have a lot of blessings, into your life. That's a sign from the universe, If you've seen rainbows recently, it's a sign, Blessings are showering in your life, So I think Goddess Isis is working with you, and she literally wants to bless you at this point of time. And she's preparing you for this new phase in your life, Because I think you're someone who's been alone for a very long, long time, And you meant to have this partnership, this child into your life, And again, like I said, no judgment on people who are still single, who are not married, Everybody has a different path. I don't judge anyone. If you're single, if you're not married, if you don't have children, or if you've been single for life, it really doesn't matter, Everybody's path is different. And no judgment, because we are all here, resolving our karma in this incarnation, A lot of people who get married, they have marriage karma, so that's why they have partners, There are many people who don't have partners because they don't have any karma with anyone, So don't feel sad, and whatever is happening in your life, you're exactly where you're meant to be. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'll end the reading here, and I'll see you in my next reading. Thank you so much.